Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for the intro episode of the Nurtured by Nature podcast. I'm going to be your host, and I'm looking forward to hopefully becoming your friend too. My name's Fiona MacKay. I'm guessing you found your way to this podcast because, like me, you love nature. Whether that means that you're passionate about trees or bees, whether you find peace in the mountains, or maybe even you find freedom at the sea. It's going to be a place that brings together people that are just in love with the natural world. And whatever that means to you, whether you like to sneak a hug on your morning walk with a tree, or whether you're out there actively campaigning to make a difference, whether you take pleasure from seeing the birds and the bees in your garden, or whether you're an animal lover who loves to just experience wildlife out where it should be, running free. Maybe you're a forager, someone who ventures out into the wilderness looking for wild plants, herbs, fruits, and bring those into your diet because of the medicinal qualities they have. Maybe you grow your own vegetables because that's your connection to nature. That food is a connection to nature. Health is a connection to nature. Really, it's about the fact that we aren't separate from the world around us. We aren't separate from nature. We're a part of it. We're equal to the plants, the trees, the animals. And I think that's what this place is as well, a place to explore really our true place in the world, not superior, but alongside and a part of, and the fact that our future is as linked to the future as the natural world, as the natural world's future is linked to us. But it doesn't matter what your reason is for loving nature. I'm so grateful that you could join me today, and I hope that you'll stay here with me on this journey, because I woke up this morning with a feeling that I feel quite frequently, and I think many others experience that too, and that's part of why I've decided to do this podcast and hopefully create this community. In the UK at the moment, we've just had a new Prime Minister, and what's become apparent in the first couple of weeks of their rule is they're not about nature. They're about progress at all costs, about cutting red tape and removing protections that have been put in place. And I feel overwhelmed by that. I feel like this heavy sadness in my heart. And at times I feel just like, what can I do as an individual? Because we've been conditioned to be powerless, to be made to feel like we're powerless. You know, we've listened to governments around the world, to corporations, coming together and talking about the problems that affect our environment. But no one seems willing to take action on that big level, that governmental, large corporation level. And that can feel hopeless. We went out this morning, like we normally do, me and my husband, Raj, and our little dog, and we're heading to our favourite woods that we walk in almost every day of the year. And on the road there, the road was littered with rubbish that had been thrown out in the last 24 hours by someone driving along the road. There were disposable coffee mugs, there were, fast food wrappers, there were empty cans, there was even someone's t-shirt. And we live in a little village, and my partner, he said to me, like, what hope is there, like, when there's people like that in the world? And I said to him, that's the thing I struggle with the most, is when I hear good people say that. What hope is there? And that they feel hopeless. And I said, when the people who care feel hopeless, that's when all hope is gone. That's when there is no hope to save what we love. And I said, we have to find a way to hold on to that hope, and to find the people who do care, and to make sure that they hold on to hope too. Because if we can come together, we can make a difference. We aren't powerless. So on the way home, after we'd had our nice walk and listened to the birds, I walked along the road with a bag that we had had in our car, and I picked up every single piece of rubbish that had been dropped. And yeah, in that moment, we're not going to change the world, but we felt hope again. And that's the journey I want you to join me on. That's what this podcast is going to be about. It's going to be about bringing people together who care, about sharing inspiring stories. Hopefully, if you're out there and you're someone who's made a difference for nature, whether that's just making a pond in your own garden, or whether you've started your own silent revolution movement and you've brought people together yourself, then please get in touch, because I'd love to interview you. I'd love to share your stories. And I just want people to have a place that they can come back to. And I'm hoping to do 2 episodes a week, so twice a week, that you can come back to, and you can feel safe, and you can feel connected, and you can feel heard, and you can know that there are other people in the world who care, and there are other people in the world who are committed to making sure that nature has a place in our future. So in a couple of months, I'm going to be back with the first main episode. I'm busy recording things now, and in the meantime, please feel free to reach out to me, to subscribe so that you don't miss the first episode when it comes out, and also to get in touch if you have a story, because this isn't a place for telling the stories of heroes. This is a place that I want to share the stories of people. They're just like everybody else. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to hopefully becoming your friend on this journey and providing you a place of hope and inspiration. I wish you a beautiful day, and I look forward to speaking to you all again soon on the next episode of the Nurtured by Nature podcast.